Good afternoon. Welcome on in to another episode of From Day One. Sub sits back in court and courtesy of our good friends over at Law Talk with Mike. Let's begin.
I'm Judge Lenise Bryant. Welcome to the 36th District Court.
Where are we at?
You are at the 36th District Court. You
Really?
are at 36th District Court.
Where are we at?
You are at 36th
Where are we, Judge?
Court.
Yes, where are we at?
36th District Court.
Judge,
All right, court's back in session. We are continuing to stream live on YouTube. Recalling case 22390-480, John Edmund Street versus James Tyres, appearances.
Edward E. Wald on behalf of the plaintiff. My P number is 43751. Good afternoon, Judge.
Good afternoon. And Mr. Tyres, state your name.
Good afternoon, Judge Brew. How are you? Can you hear me clearly for the record?
I can hear you.
Oh, it's this
State
asshole.
your name.
Perfect.
Thank you. I'm going to reserve all rights without prejudice.
Oh, fuck off.
State your name.
1-308.
State
Sir,
your
name.
name.
I'm proceeding with that.
No, you're not.
State your name.
You asked me, I'm proceeding.
I'm waiting on your name.
Yeah, James Matthew, House and Tyres, special appearance for James Matthew Tyres, reservation of all rights without prejudice, UCC 1-308. I don't know.
By the way, that's Sovereign we had about a week and a half ago here. He claims he's James Matthew of the family Tyres. And that's what he was trying to mumbly go through while the judge is like, will you just give me your fucking name?
He is, because I'm tired of him.
Know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
That's what he thinks.
Proceed, Mr. Ewald.
Your Honor, this case has gotten somewhat complicated. Mr. Tyres has filed a complaint with the circuit court alleging certain violations pertaining to this lease arrangement. I had to file.
Well, of course he did.
Of
A
course,
motion for a more
Mike.
definite statement. It looks like you filed something on Friday.
That's
I have
not
not
allowed.
seen yet. He's not filed anything in this court addressing that issue at all. Another difficulty I have is when we were in the court before you had asked for a certificate of compliance, we've gotten the property registered. We provided the court with the deed, but we can't seem to get into Mr. Tyres' unit to do a lead test in terms of his unit. We've called and contacted him several times, and he's never made himself available for that inspection.
That's a no-no.
Unfortunately, my representative has the flu. She had to leave. And I guess I would ask for an adjournment, I guess, is a long-winded way of going about this.
Yeah, sounds like circuit court is going to have to submit, submit an order based on whatever the motion is. You don't even know what it is, correct?
Well, I filed a motion for more definite statement. They entered an order saying he had 21 days to provide a more definite statement. The docket says that he responded with something called an answer on Friday. I don't have a copy of it yet, so I'm not exactly sure if he filed an amended complaint or he filed some kind of response to my motion, but the hearing was back on January 20th, and I've heard nothing from him.
Agreed, Scott. And if you want to see it done, I put a link to the prior video with this guy in the description below. Judge Brent's having none of it.
Yep, and speaking of that, we had it before, but if you guys want me to play it again at some time, just let me know down in the comments below. And who knows, if there's enough people, we may do it again, but let's continue. Mike, sorry to interrupt you. You have the floor.
Here she kind of kicks it because it's going to get taken care of in the other room. I understand. I absolutely love this judge, too.
Sense. So I guess I'm asking for an adjournment. I'd also ask that Mr. Tyre make himself available or his unit available so they can complete this lead inspection on his unit.
All right. So, Mr. Tyres, do you agree that there is a pending case at Third Circuit Court?
Your Honor, it's James Matthew.
I'm sorry. James Matthews. James Matthews.
Yep. I provided yourself with a plea in bar after the original case was filed by Edward.
Sir, and the question calls for a yes or no answer. We're late in the day. We've entered to the
judge wants to go home.
And I just
with a plea and bar, which had a dismissal demand and a motion for it.
Is there a pending case at Third Circuit Court?
There's no jurisdiction for the 36th District Court.
Sir, do not speak over the court. Is there a pending case at Third Circuit Court? Yes or no? Do you agree?
Yes, there is a case in the Third Circuit Court for which Edward and the other parties were provided the documentation for. There has been no communication from Edward.
I didn't ask you whether there was any communication.
It's on record, Your Honour, that what the gentleman has said.
Mr. Matthews.
He wants to be on record.
I don't need all of
Your Honor.
that. If there's a case, there's a case. I have to wait for the circuit court judge to rule.
No problem, Your Honour. I just don't want mistruths to be spoken on the record when they clearly have. There's been no communication from the other party, not through proper service for the original case, and not for anything to do with the lead inspection. I have no certified mail communication from them. I've had no communication via phone, and I do actually have 2 documents, and I'm waiting on the
Sir,
third.
please don't hold a document up to me. I can't see anything.
Yeah, you're on Zoom,
It's
dude.
unclaimed certified mail documents that were sent to the other parties. I have 3 of them. And as I said, there was never a proper service in this case, and they don't have any record of it. So,
Well, dude, you know what that means. 3 of those at $1 might buy you a can of pop. Maybe.
I'm gonna go pack them.
Yeah, pack of gum would work too. By the way, that's my sister, for those wondering. She's been on with some of the shows. And back to the idiot.
Record now. You have a record now. Counselor is asking on behalf of this client. Counselor, why don't you file a motion? File a motion to that effect.
I will.
And then the court will deal with address the motion. Perhaps, I don't know, Third Circuit Court, I'm not sure, they might even address it. But in any event, this matter has to be adjourned. There's nothing else that this court can do but adjourn this case. And so this matter is adjourned with good cause being found to March 30th, 2023 at 11:05 a.m. Hopefully that's enough time for the Third Circuit Court. I think they're running kind of slow too on their docket. They're kind of behind, but March 30th, we'll see what happens on March 30th. March 30th, 2023, 11:05 a.m. This is a good cause adjournment. And thank you.
Thank you,
You're free
Judge.
to leave.
appreciate you, Your Honour. Have a great week. Appreciate you. Thank you.
You as well, Mr. Matthews.
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. Would you answer a question for me then? Did you just say that I chose not to be in the courtroom in person and then are saying that it's not my choice after you said that? I would like you to know that you're fired, ma'am. You just lost your job.
Leon Bailey, Your Honour.
Thank you.
Okay.
What do you got now,
I
Mikey?
thought that was fitting. It reminded me of that guy. Oh, Mr. Tyres. Mr. Tyres is back. He's back. He's got something in the Third Circuit. If somebody has a link to that, I want to see whatever's going on over there too. He just can't. He can't stay out of his own way. He can't do it. So here we are out in Kansas.
Okay.
We've got our good buddy Judge Gettler. I think both Judge Brew and Judge Gettler qualify for their own playlist as a result of this video. This I just had this clip sitting around. The other one was too short, so I put them together. But it's just kind of fun. Mostly it's a standard appearance, but we get the shim sham on the failure to appear, of course, and it's kind of fun.
Go for it.
This is State of Kansas versus Leon Bailey. These are case numbers MGI 22 CR 536 and case numbers 2015 CR 510, 2016 CR 250, 20 CR 233, and 21 CR 404. Mr. Bailey, you appear in custody via Zoom on these matters. Stated by Mr. Gayoso, you appear in the 22 CR 536 case, having been arrested on a bench warrant for failure to appear.
Oh.
Have you ever had a failure to appear?
Possibly. And you appear on the other matters on orders to arrest and detain for alleged probation violations. In the 22 CR 536 case, you failed to appear on February the 2nd before Judge Gossard, and he revoked your bond and issued a bench warrant for your arrest. That case is being reassigned from Judge Gossard to me, as I am your judge in your pre-existing 4 cases.
So other
and so this
number
newer
5
one will be assigned to me as well, just for record-keeping purposes.
Judge
but that bench warrant was issued by Judge Gossard. At that time, you were out on a $5,000 or $15,000 cash surety bond.
Guess what? You're going to be paying
and I
more.
will set a new bond for you today to address all matters. As far as the other 4 cases that are on for alleged violations of your probation, the allegation is the same for all 4 cases, and that is 1, that you failed to report to your intensive supervision officer as directed, that you failed to attend and successfully complete drug and alcohol treatment, and that you failed to attend and successfully complete a substance abuse program.
Say it isn't so.
Do you understand why you're in custody today, Mr. Bailey?
Because he's an idiot.
Yes, sir.
Even though my sister's shaking his head no.
Are you employed, Mr. Bailey?
Yes, I've been working for Salvador.
I've been working for the garbage can pickup service that comes once a week.
You're working
I had
for
to bring the garbage out to the crew.
I'm a mechanic helper. I've been working for a mechanic.
Oh, that too.
I'm having difficulty understanding you, Mr. Bailey. I'm sorry.
Yeah, try again, Mr. Bailey.
A mechanic for a helper. Got it. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's mobile.
Sorry about that.
He's so nice about it.
All right, Mr. Gasso, recognizing that Mr. Bailey was out on a $15,000 cash surety bond, and also considering he has 4 A&Ds now to go along with this new case, does the state have a new bond recommendation?
And Your Honor, I do believe he has prior convictions for felony fleeing as well, and also for obstruction. We would ask the court to consider a $25,000 cash or surety bond.
All right. All right, you go ahead, Mr. Bailey. Something you want to say?
Only 10 more?
John, I didn't run on a bond. I turned myself in. I wasn't trying to play the little. I mean, I'm getting older, and I just said my mind.
No, try to run away. How dare you catch her?
Not miss. I just had to slip of the dog.
I want to be released on my own recognizance.
I missed my court date. I didn't run. I turned myself into my probation officer. I didn't run any of it, sir. I promise. I know I got a past history with that, being irresponsible for that situation, but I'm trying to straighten it out, sir, and I did not run. I turned myself in.
Probably because you can't run.
Do what I needed to do to take care of this, so I turned myself in. That's what I've done. I'm on bond right now.
Oh, man, I got to get together.
Well, I appreciate you turning yourself in if that's in fact how that occurred. I don't know if it did or not, but I take you for your word, Mr. Bailey.
Oh.
But the fact of the matter is you did miss your court date. These prior cases, as Mr. Gasso noted, do include convictions for fleeing or attempting to elude law enforcement, obstructing legal process or official duty. Those things do lead the court to believe that you do pose somewhat of a flight risk, even if your failure to miss court or your failure to attend court on February 2nd, if that was an oversight, you overslept, that doesn't give the court great confidence that you will appear as directed.
No, Your Honor.
Judge Gossard revoked your $15,000 cash surety bond. I will set a new bond for you of $20,000 cash surety, Mr. Bailey. That will cover all matters, and that will include bond supervision. So $20,000 cash surety, supervision to cover all cases. You've been on supervision before, so as a reminder, if you make that bond, the very first stop you need to make when you got to jail is to our court service office. You also need to resume reporting to your probation officer. Your failure to do either of those things will only lead to you back in jail for violating your bond. Any questions about that?
Yeah, so I violated. Got it. Okay.
All right. These cases are assigned to me, as I mentioned. I'm going to put these on my, I hate to do it, but it's my docket week. I don't want to make you wait another month. I'm going to put these on my February 16th docket at 9 o'clock. So 2/16, that's Thursday of this week. And that will be for admission denial in the 4 PV cases. And that's going to be for selection of a preliminary hearing date in the 22 CR 536. I reviewed your file this morning in that newer case, and I don't show that we have an application or an affidavit for a court-appointed counsel on file from you yet. Did you want the court to appoint an attorney in these matters, or do you plan on hiring your own, Mr. Bailey?
I pretty much went to my money on that bond. I mean, make it on the trust.
So if you don't have the funds left to hire your own attorney, then you need to fill out an application affidavit. I think Deputy Tunstall will hand that to you. It's in your hands right now. Get that filled out and returned today. And if you qualify financially, I'll appoint an attorney for you, and you might have one available to appear with you on Thursday. In the event you do make this bond and you are not in jail this Thursday at 9 o'clock, you need to make your way back here to the Judicial Center by 9 a.m., check into the clerk's window, and we'll set you up on the laptop we have across the hall from where I am currently. So I want you to, even though it's a Zoom hearing on Thursday, I want you to appear in person. If you've not made that bond and you're still in jail on Thursday, you'll appear via Zoom from the jail like you did today. Any questions, Mr. Bailey?
No, sir.
Or anything further from the state, Mr. Gasso?
No, Your Honor.
That's all for today. We'll see you on Thursday, Mr. Bailey. Thank you.
Well, there you have it.
Max,
just a quickie.
Recap?
I had those 2 clips. I would have cut the other clips short, but I know. I've learned. I've gotten chewed out. I got to let the hearing go to the end, so you know what happens. It's Mr. I got drowsy. He got a litany of excuses, but he throws drowsiness in there. I like that. And Mr. Tyres whining about his name and all that stuff. He's back. He learned nothing from Lenny's Bryan, apparently.
From 36 District Court.
I put a link to that video in the description. Go check it out. It's fantastic, if I do say so myself. Thank y'all for coming out.
Thank you, Mikey. Alright, so we'll finish that fight. Then when we come back for the evening tonight, of course, we'll have our soft sits ready to go. So then, as always, please make sure you do like, share, and subscribe. Ooh, yeah, we'll go okay for it. Sounds good for the evening. I think I found what we're going to do.
And when you get done, I want to see that case, the one he said he put in the link. I want to listen to it.
My sister wants to hear the one from earlier. I will play that for her off-site. And again, if you guys do want to hear it, though, make sure you like, share, and subscribe below. Let me know, and if we get enough people, we'll play it back on a later date. Till then, thanks for watching. Have a great day. And thanks for being with us here from day one. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you tonight.